She just jumped over here. I'm T. Waldron. I'm gonna actually, I forgot to plug in my sound equipment, so let me do that so you have better sound. Um, I hope you're having a great day. It's a Saturday morning, and hold on, it's been a little too loud lately, so I just have to adjust the decibels on this. There we go. Okay, let me make sure this is on. How's everybody doing today? I'm doing really well. I just got back from a super long spin class, and prior to that, it was a bar, also challenging. All right, hopefully you can hear me. If not, let me know in the chat, okay? So good morning. I'm here. I'm T. Waldron, here with my cat Pumpkin. We're here for a little bit of gratitude with attitude. Cheers to you. Here's some water. I just made a pot of coffee over there, but I didn't get a chance to put it together. Good morning if you just joined us. Cheers. And if you'll notice, Pumpkin is in the center of the screen because she is the star. You're the star, Pumpkin. People like to see you. So we'll start with a little bit of deep breathing. I'm gonna move. I have too many pillows. Is that ever possible? But yes, it is. We'll start with a little bit of deep breathing. So inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. And as we do that, feel free to hug yourself. Give yourself a nice hug. You can hug yourself on your shoulders, on your arms, on your lower arms, but just that's a nice way to show yourself a little bit of love. And our subconscious is very affected by the actions we take. Right, Pumpkin? So inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. And inhale and exhale. And as we do this, I would like you to think about that healing and beautiful air coming into your body, going to all your cells, taking a few minutes just for you. Inhale. Get a nice deep breath and exhale. Let's do 2 more sets together. Good morning if you just joined us. We're doing a little bit of deep breathing. And exhale. Let's do 1 more set together. Inhale. And exhale. So welcome to the live. Today we're going to talk a little bit about some things that I realized yesterday, and the main idea was that basically what we have is the present. Good morning. Hi, Joseph. Good morning. How's your cat? She's fantastic. Thank you for asking. Hi, Crazy Panda. Good morning. This is Pumpkin. She's 16 and a half years old, and I adopted her about 3 years ago. And she's such a sweet cat, and it's the name of my channel, Chatting with My Cat, because she's a good listener, right? Are you a good listener? She is. So, yeah, I was kind of watching this other content on YouTube. I like to watch manifestation content, and I don't know about you guys, what you're into, but I like to be my best self. And a lot of the folks were talking about, being their best selves. Hi, Bag Stuff. Good morning. Yeah, and basically the main theme through these different YouTubers was be present. That's what we have. We have the present time. We have this exact moment. We sometimes obsess over the past, like, why did I do that? We're obsessed over the future, and we're nervous, like, oh no, what's going to happen? But all we can do is do our best in each moment. And it's so simple, but it's so powerful. Yeah, my cat has just a little friend. Her little friend is called Fractal, and she's not so much on the screen. She's very shy. Hi, Vanessa. Good morning. Yeah, so she has a little friend who I adopted last year. The cat's 16 and a half years old, so she is a senior citizen as cats go. But the book I'm reading to you from, that I've been reading for about 2 months now, is called The Game of Life and How to Play It. So I just read a little bit, and then we talk about it. So this is a book by a metaphysician called Florence Scovel Shinn. She wrote this book 100 years ago, and she tells us a way to go through life that treats life like a game. We all take life so seriously, and guess what? It can be fun. Even the hard things can be, if we can try not to take things so seriously, it makes it a lot easier. So the name of this chapter is called Casting the Burden. And I'm going to read again the first sentence because it's good to hear things over and over. Sometimes we might find something different when we hear it again. When we know our own powers and the workings of our mind, our great desire is to find an easy and quick way to impress our subconscious with good. For simply an intellectual knowledge of the truth will not bring results. So yeah, we can read 100 books and that's great if you do, but unless you take action, unless you really believe it and then you move towards that, your subconscious doesn't get it. Yeah. So, because simply an intellectual knowledge of the truth will not bring results. And in her case, she found the easiest way was casting the burden. And then she likes to tell stories. Okay, so here we go. Here's a story. Through a misunderstanding, a woman had been separated from her husband, whom she loved deeply. He refused all offers of reconciliation and would not communicate with her in any way. So for some reason, this guy stopped talking to his wife. Coming into the knowledge of spiritual law, she denied the appearance of separation. She made the statement, "There is no separation in divine mind, therefore I cannot be separated from the love and companionship which are mine by divine right." She showed active faith by arranging a place for him at the table every day, thereby impressing the subconscious with a picture of his return. Over a year passed. So she did this every day for a year, but she never wavered. And one day he walked right in. The subconscious is often impressed through music. Music has a fourth dimensional quality and releases the soul from imprisonment. It also makes wonderful things seem possible and easy of accomplishment. So, and she said, this is back 100 years ago. She said, "I have a friend who uses her Victrola daily." That's like her, that was like an old record player you'd have to wind up and play old records on. "I have a friend who uses her Victrola daily for this purpose. It puts her in perfect harmony and releases the imagination." So, use music, talk to yourself, be positive, okay? Thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. I hope you're having a wonderful day. We're on the East Coast. Where's everybody tuning in from? I would love to know. We're near New York City, and yeah, it's finally cooled off here. So it was pretty hot this week. We had the heat dome over us, and it was really, really hot. Even at night, it didn't cool down. So I hope you're having good weather wherever you are. Yeah. All right, well, I have to run. I have to go and get some supplies. I have somebody doing some work in the house, and they said they need to get more paint. So I've got to go before the store closes. So I hope you're having a great day. Thank you for tuning in. And I'll see you tomorrow at 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And then during the week, it's at 8 o'clock. Oh, one last thing. If you haven't already done it, you can sign up to see The Source, the movie by Dr. Joe Dispenza. It's free this weekend. Normally you have to leave a donation to his foundation, but this weekend he's doing it for free. So you go on the website. I think you have to put your name and your email in, and then they send you a link to see the movie for free. It's very cool. I kind of screened it last night while I was doing laundry. I was kind of half paying attention, so I'll have to rewatch it today. But it's very cool. It's about how he does these meditation retreats and how people have either done their own meditation or other people have meditated over them, like healers. And then one person's like the healee. And one guy, like he was a neurologist who cured his bone marrow cancer. Another woman she had a thyroid issue, and she not only grew her thyroid back, but it was a functioning thyroid. And the doctor thought there was some sort of mistake with the tests. It was really cool examples of how meditation changes our body chemistry, changes their blood. And they had these scientists who did not necessarily believe it. They were like, "What is this? This seems kind of woo-woo." But then they started looking at the numbers. They took blood, they took brain waves, all kinds of different tests. And they found that meditation, the power of healing yourself through meditation is there. So it's a pretty amazing movie. I recommend, if you get a chance this weekend, watch it. It's free. And if not, you can donate money after this weekend and still see it. But why not check it out? Because it's pretty amazing. So from myself to yourself, thank you for joining me on this journey, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care. Bye, pumpkin.